G'day folks, thanks for clicking on the video. So I'm going to do an overnight here in this semi-permanent bushcraft shelter I built. Got the Dakota fire pit there. I've got the hammock hanging up. Now if you haven't seen the build of this shelter, it's on the playlist, and I'll also put links to it in the description of this video, so you can scroll down, click the link and see how I got this all built. But there's a design issue. If I don't fix it, I'm going to be sleeping on the dirt instead of in that hammock. So I've got to get straight onto that, and hopefully that'll fix the problem. And then I'll get the fire going, cook up a feed, and yeah, just chill out. Alright guys, let's get into the video. So I don't know if you can see that, but when you put pressure on this hammock, for example if someone's sleeping in it, this post, which I put in on an angle leaning back away to sort of counteract the force of the weight of me sitting in it, but what it's doing is it's cracking through here, down here, and it's threatening to break this whole bank away. So all this is going to break away, I'm going to end up on the ground, and all this is going to be rubble. So what I'm going to do, got some posts, I'm going to drive a couple of posts in the back there, and maybe one up the top as well. Then I'm going to lash some rails to them, which will hopefully lock it all in. So instead of one leg, it's going to have an extra three. So there's going to be four legs sort of holding it. So that's the dilemma. That's the problem that I'm dealing with. That's what I'm going to get onto right now. Alright, well if that moves now, there's not a lot else I can do. So I've got it lashed off at 3 points, so I've got 3 stakes in, one at the back there as well. I had to also take the roof off to be able to hammer those in. If you saw stage 3 of the build, at the end of that, when I got the fire going, it was quite smoky. But once the fire is established, there's not that much smoke at all. But when you're first getting it going and when it dies down a bit, it can get a bit smoky in here. So what I've done is I've put a couple of stakes outside just to raise the roof up, and that'll let the smoke out. It's also going to let mosquitoes in, but the smoke will hopefully counteract that and keep them out. But I have got a mosquito net in my bag, so if it does get a bit bad in here with the mozzies, I can throw that over the top here and happy days. But I'm hoping this is all going to hold steady. Like, she's a bit wobbly, but hopefully it's not going to break this bank out, because it's going to have to pull all these stakes out with it. Anyway, right, time to get the fire going because I am starving. Morning guys. Well, I didn't end up in the dirt, which is a good thing. I was cold. I'm using a summer sleeping bag and it's coming into winter here, so I wasn't cold to the point of shivering, but I certainly had a bit of a chill. I didn't bother with the fire just because it was too much effort to get out of the sleeping bag and the hammock and put 2 pieces of wood in there and then let it get all smoky in here. Half an hour later or 15 minutes later do it all again. That is a disadvantage of the Dakota fire pit, I found, that can't get big pieces of wood onto it. It's just not like you can throw a log onto it and let it cook all night. Yeah. Alright, time to get up, get some breakfast on the go and get out of here. Oh. So this is going to be breakfast. Just some oats. We got roast almond and cinnamon. Nice. So one issue with this fire is it gets really smoky when it's first getting it going. So when you first put some timber in there, it gets smoky. But I think I've got it sorted with it going at the back there. There's no smoke here at all. I have got that end open a little bit, so there's breeze coming through and pushing it towards the back and out the back there. So alright guys, well I'm going to sit back, wait for my breakfast to be ready. Thanks for watching the video. As I said at the beginning, if you haven't seen the build of this shelter, I'll put links in the description below. You can click on them there. It's also on the playlist. And if you haven't checked out the playlist, check it out. We've got a lot of things going on. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe and you can hit that bell icon so you get a notification every time I put a new video up. And if you like what I'm doing here, you like the video, you like the shelter, you want to see more of it, show your encouragement, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, okay, that's the pitch over with. I'm going to sit back, have my breakfast and enjoy the rest of my day. Thanks for watching guys. See you next time. Stay safe.